guys, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Natasha.
And we were wondering,
are you free for coffee?
Welcome. Y'all, this is a fun episode. The Cut, which is New York Magazine's, I guess their magazine.
Yeah.
New York Magazine's magazine that does culture and style and, all the fun stuff, fashion and stuff. Well, they had an article about, do you know how to act? And basically for this generation, which is who I'm always confused. Is it Gen Z or Gen X or who's now? What's going on now?
It's one of those.
Okay.
I know that's bad.
For all you youngins, okay? It's this. And it was kind of funny to me, but then some of it was so true.
And so guys, by act, this is etiquette. This is not like
it's etiquette.
Performance.
Like as my mom used to say, don't show your ass. Okay.
Yes,
that's what she used to tell me before you go out. Don't show your ass. Okay. So it's not all of them, but we're just going to go through some of them and discuss in no particular order. Don't use your friends as foreplay. In other words, don't put friends in the middle of fights.
Yes.
That's a good one. We all have friends who fight in public or around other people. And you know how they'll put you in the middle and people have to take sides. Don't do that.
Please don't do that.
Don't do that.
Hella rude.
Okay. Never wake up your significant other on purpose. Ever. Jet lagged and want to talk? Don't do it. Think someone is coming to kill you? Work it out yourself.
Oh my gosh.
Now I have been guilty of that in the past.
I've hit the zone where I am not the oldest, but I'm not the youngest anymore. And some of these, y'all are just going to color me rude. If I hear somebody, I'm waking your ass up. I'm telling you, I am. I
kind of feel like
I know that I'm going to.
I get what they're saying too, because sometimes, sometimes it's one of those.
So now we both gonna die because I didn't wake you up? Like, no. This is so silly.
Yeah. I'm more on the, if you want to talk, don't do it, probably. Even if you want to. But if there's a serial killer in the house, don't we all need to know?
I'm not gonna wake up Lisa if I'm having a rough moment.
I don't know. That's a borderline one. Okay, it's acceptable to tell any kind of lie in order to leave a drinks date. This is for all you people that Tinder and Hinge and whatever y'all doing, and you just go out for drinks with somebody, and you figure out it's not going to work.
This is not it.
So your mama's in the hospital.
Save yourself.
Your granny done fell and broke her leg.
Yes.
So whatever the lie is, you're going to tell it.
Do these guys not do this? Do you remember?
Well, they're saying it's okay.
Yes.
That's okay. So
we have a whole lie worked out.
Okay. On a date, all individuals present should gently and politely compete to pay the entire bill. The historical mandate is hard-coded into most people and should be considered. If you're penetrating, you pay.
I wish y'all could see my face. I wish.
I'm old school. Now, this is what I think. If you invited me, you pay. If I invited you, I pay.
Yes. Yeah.
I bought the tickets or I bought the thing. But if you invited me,
yes, I'm with you on the invite.
But even if I invited you,
you may not be penetrating. But you're going to pay if you invited me.
Right. Exactly. And even if I invited you and I'm the girl, you should fight to pay. You should still offer. Saying.
Let me tell you something.
Just saying.
If you don't offer, don't expect to go out with me again.
Right. Now that don't mean I'm gonna let you, but I want the offer. Just saying.
Now that is true. That's true too.
Just offer. Okay. It's never too late to send a condolence note. People that are grieving are in a different time parallel than you.
Ooh.
For the bereaved, time does not exist. I love that.
I like that. And I'm going to agree. I remember my biological mom passed. I was in high school and I had someone that just profusely apologized. It was a teacher who was expecting. And so my mom passed and then she gave birth like within a few days. So she gave birth before the funeral, so she could not attend. And it was months later. And I think it had just hit me really hard when she sent a card and she sent me a gift card. And she just apologized for being late. But little did she know it was really right on time. Because like by then the calls had stopped. That's
what I was going to say. Everybody's left by then.
Yes.
And it kind of, the silence is deafening.
It's deafening. And so it was such a perfect time. And so I agree with that.
Yes. I do
it's too. Never too late.
And then sometimes you don't know what to say when things happen to people. Yeah. You want to reach out, but you don't know exactly
you're at a loss
how.
for what
and then when
to
you
say.
finally get yourself together and you feel like you could reach out, then you're the whole time thing. But I love that. It's never too late.
I agree.
Never too late. Never send an edible arrangement.
What?
Period. Never send an edible arrangement. We can move on from that.
No.
It's okay to ghost after one date.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
It's been one date. You don't owe them anything.
Don't wait for the right time to break up with someone.
No, please. Life is too
some
short.
People, they wait, like, let Valentine's Day be over, let Christmas be over. If it's time, it's time.
I'm Elsa. Let it go.
Yes. If you're a dating adult, you should own lube.
Yes.
Your own lube.
Yes. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I put, this is me and condoms.
Yes.
That's not on here, but I'm telling you.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to link my favorite lube just because if you don't own this, it's a deal breaker.
If your friend is dating someone you seriously object to, you have one shot to sit your pal down and say so.
That's probably true.
Yes. You people with grown kids, this is so true. When my kids were dating, if I saw something that I felt they did not see or that I felt should be, let's talk about it. I brought it up one time, just to mention, he's a monkey. Just, that kind of conversation.
In case you missed
it. In case you missed it. Now, if you're okay with the monkey, I'm cool with the monkey. We all gonna sit here with the monkey and be cool. But I'm going to let you know. You're not going to come back just and say, damn, I didn't know he was a monkey. Yes, you did. Because I told you he was a monkey. So that's the kind of conversation you have. But once they choose the monkey, I shut up and I'm supporting you and the monkey babies. Okay? So I
laughed when you told me that, but I do have to agree.
That's the thing. You bring it up once, just as a FYI.
In case you missed it.
Right. And then you move on because sometimes a monkey's worth it. Mad monkey sex skills, I don't know. If they're just cool with it. And if you cool with it, I'm cool with it. But I just want you to know, if you got a monkey, there's going to be a monkey mess. So
I just
so you know.
It said, when Black people say, if you like it, I love it, they in fact do not like it or love it. And in my head, when you said, if you cool with it, I'm cool with it.
We're just supporting you. Okay. So you got,
you have one shot. That's it.
Okay. Gift randomly. I love that. That's my love language. So that's a good thing. If you've met someone and they clearly don't remember your name, say, hi, we've met, I'm Lisa. So if you notice they're struggling and kind of know you but don't know
Please
you.
help us.
Yes.
Please.
Be nice and just say.
We've all had a conversation and felt awkward for 10 minutes.
Yes. So just take the high road.
And then you walk off. I know her from somewhere.
Right. But see, I'm good at I can remember your kids.
Yeah.
When you got married. Where you went on vacation and not know your name.
And I don't know.
And I could have a whole conversation with you. And then my daughter would be there and she'd say, you don't know the people, do you? You don't know her name? I honestly don't.
I don't.
But be nice and offer. Okay. Never answer a compliment with a compliment.
Say that again.
Never answer a compliment with a compliment. You know how some people say, oh, I love your hair. And then you'll say, I love your makeup.
It's
like, you don't do that.
Thank you.
Thank you. I have a problem with that too. Note to self.
Thank you.
It's okay to ask how to say someone's name. Just do it as early as possible and casual.
Thank you. Please. It's not Nastasia.
Yeah, don't.
I had someone call me pistachio. I'm serious. And I thought, bitch, there's not a P anywhere in my whole name. And I can forgive a lot, but she said it, and I I just sat there because I thought she's not talking
like,
to me.
Who are you talking to?
And then she's like, pistachio. And I was, pistachio. That's what she said. Pistachio. And I was like, are you speaking to me?
Let's go
She was
back.
like, yes, what is your name? I'm like, Natasha? She's like, oh, it's spelled so different. I said, and there's not a P anywhere in it. It's not spelled like that.
Ask. I always say, please help me. I don't want to butcher your name.
I do too. That's what I'm like, baby, I'm not trying to butcher this.
Yes. So, yeah, just ask. The proper response to being told something you already know isn't, I know. It's, you're right. That's a good one. Because sometimes
someone teach my 5-year-old, she's bad about, I know that.
Yeah.
I'm like,
you're
Scarlett.
right. You're right.
You're right.
Okay.
Oh, I got to practice.
Never ask someone about their nationality if you want to know their ethnicity.
Now, you know what?
Try, what's your ethnic heritage? This is for all our white listeners.
No, black people too.
Do they?
Yes, black folks come to you. What you mixed with? What, bitch, I'm not a cake.
True.
What do you mean?
But I have had people, and these are white people, that say, what's your nationality? And I always say, American. But in my mind, I'm thinking, you dumb bitch. You really want to know
right.
my ethnicity.
Can you just ask people, where do you hail from?
I'm going to answer your question.
Correctly.
So that's what, and you know what? I got a problem with the whole thing. Does it matter?
Does it matter?
And why do you need to know?
Listen.
Okay.
Why?
So, but just saying. If
for the sake of what the cut has bestowed upon us.
We're just,
learn the difference between nationality and ethnicity.
That's true. Okay, never ask anyone what their job is. It's classist and boring. I love that. That used to be a big one.
That did.
Where do you work? What do you do? And that's all about, what do you make?
Yes.
That's what it is.
And you know what? That is assuming that I've earned a certain amount of respect based on what you perceive my job to be.
Yes. And then am I worthy? Are you worthy of me talking to you, being your friend, dating you,
that's
all
true.
the things? And I so agree with that. It is boring.
And if you're going to ask a rude question, why don't you just ask them, how much do you make a year?
Right.
That honestly matters a hell of a lot more in the context of this.
You could say, I'm a physician, but you work for Doctors Without Borders and you don't make a lot of money.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Or you're, really it means nothing. Yeah. You could be a janitor and make, your side hustle, you're a millionaire. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
It really means nothing anymore, but whatever. Oh, I love this one. Always wink. I love winks, especially if you can do it well. Practice. Don't give me one of them, you think
crazy eyes.
Right? Does he have a tick? Is he having an epileptic fit?
What am I looking at?
Like, are you looking at me? Is that somebody else? Get it together. But if you got it together, I love a good wink. Winks are sexy as hell.
But only if you do it right.
Only if you do it right. But if you got it together, brother.
You look like, I'm trying to remember her name, on Deuce Bigelow, Mel Gigolo. Don't do that.
Don't do that. But if you got it together, I'm down for it.
Okay. That's so funny.
Don't tell people they look like other people.
Don't?
Yeah, no, don't. Like you look like my aunt. You look like my, number one, I probably don't maybe want to look like that person. Like, that's not a compliment.
Listen,
unless you're saying like
my little old country heart, I'm gonna tell you look like something.
But I mean, if it's somebody really good, maybe. But then usually it's not somebody really good.
I'm not gonna say who because I like her now, so I won't. But when I was growing up, I was compared to someone who is still famous, and I did not perceive her to be beautiful. And I would be so upset when they would say it. Now I like her and I can see the beauty in her. But when I was younger, I was like, oh God.
Well, and it's a whole individual thing. You don't want to be, I'm not anybody else.
I'm not this person's doppelganger.
So that's kind of
fine. I'll stop doing that.
I loved this. Here's a good way to handle yourself when being introduced to a famous person. This is my boyfriend, Pete Davidson. And you say, of course, so nice to meet you. Isn't that wonderful? Instead of fanning over them and, saying some weird thing. So FYI, if you get to meet a famous person, you just say, of course, so nice to meet you. Instead of, I don't know what are the
Lisa's looking at me with such judgy eyes.
I thought. Did you think that's a good way to do it?
I'm glad you read it to me because you know damn well if I met Pete Davidson,
she'd be all over it.
Big dick energy. It's you. See, so and that's why my husband would be like, "Let me walk away."
So nice to meet you. Rehearse, practice.
There has to be an exception to this.
But I love it though, don't you? Because it's acknowledging him, but still treating him as a person.
Guys,
they're people. They're just like everybody else.
I'm gonna let Lisa take the etiquette lead. Okay?
I love that. I love that. Okay,
bless my ghetto heart, because that is not for me.
White people should always clearly pronounce 50 Cent.
Yes,
he's not fitted for you.
He's not.
Stop. Don't do it.
Stop.
Don't do it.
And it drives me. I hate when they put extra umph on it. I'm like, first off, it's not even all that for us. That's not his name. Like, just say 50 Cent. We know who you're talking about.
If your burger is becoming a salad, your restaurant order modifications have gone too far. We all have a friend like that, don't we? By the time you to put stuff on the side, add an extra this and that, you like, should we have just went to a different restaurant? Like this,
something that caters to your dietary really want needs.
This? Like, oh my gosh, because she just have the number 2.
My mother-in-law is like weird about onions and tomatoes. And she has like a whole thing about it. And then she doesn't eat the top bun. So she...
Oh my gosh.
So I mess it up every time. And so I'm like, So I'm like, could you just do it all separate? And I'm going to let her put it together. And so I showed up one day and she was like, Thank you. Why is it like this? I was like, because I don't understand your situation with pickles touching tomatoes. And I don't know the onion thing. I don't know if you like them or hate them. I've seen you eat them, but then like it gets weird and you don't eat the bun. So I had them do everything separate.
Here it is. This is deconstructed.
When I gave her the bag, she's like, this is huge. That's because they put it in all these individual packs.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't know what to do.
Yeah. Too much.
So there you go. It's a thing.
No deciding your order at the counter. When you roll up, speak up.
Listen.
Oh, wasn't it?
That's a good new shirt. When you roll up, speak up. I'm writing that down.
Oh my gosh. Especially McDonald's, Whataburger, any of those places.
And you better not do no damn modifications.
You are not brand new.
You've seen the menu.
You need to have it together when you get to the person that's talking to you.
Do you know the worst thing is when your stomach is grumbling, you're behind someone and they're like, so what's on a patty melt? It's the same patty melt from the year of our Lord, 1936. Either you want it or you don't.
It's been around forever.
I hate that. I'm like, it's Whataburger. Why do you need to ask special questions?
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Don't foist your allergies onto a dinner party. Just pick at what you can, then eat when you get home.
Listen, right? You knew your ass was allergic
to everything. Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all. We had a friend that was a widower. His wife, the wife was our friend. I mean, he's a friend too, but it's mostly the wife. So he was out and dating, and he brings this woman to the party where the rest of us all are, that was allergic to everything gluten. Like she's reading the packages. And
so why didn't she bring her own food?
But then the host, who was an excellent cook and knew she was gluten free, although he's not, but I mean, he tried to
accommodate the best he could. Right.
But then, are you sure the broth had no, I mean, it was one of those. And so then she didn't eat. So I turned to somebody and said, you don't have to worry about an invitation for me because I might kill you accidentally. I mean, I just don't know enough about it. So just FYI, don't look.
You ain't safe over here.
Yeah, an invitation for me.
I mean, seriously though, like
just pick at it and wait till you get home. We don't want to hear about it.
Or bring your own food. Guys, Lisa and I were involved in a wedding. But separately, as luck would have it. It was separately, but we were both involved in the same wedding. So even though we knew each other, it had no bearing on why we were both there. And we happened to be vegetarian. And so like we had food packed for my kids because you don't know.
Yeah.
Like you read something and people toss in bacon to give it a little flair or, whatever. I ain't mad at you. I used to eat meat. I understand. So we have packs of food. I mean, foil, just a hood trip to the movie theaters type of stuff. bring your own damn food.
Yeah,
I mean, seriously, if you have any, and it turns out my kids were able to eat. My daughter loves olives and made a meal off of them for whatever reason. And it just was what it was. But just bring your own, gluten. You know damn well you need to bring your own food.
Right. Okay. For group dinners with friends, always split the bill evenly.
No.
But if you're drinking and I'm not, offer to pay the entire tip.
No.
I agree with that.
Absolutely not.
You don't think?
No, because if I get a side salad and you get a tomahawk fucking steak, I'm not splitting the difference. It's the hood in me. I refuse. And you know what? I know
I'm
my
okay
husband.
With it.
No.
I'm okay with it.
No. My ghetto
We're
heart.
going to agree to disagree.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't mind? No, I don't mind. And I'm usually the one not drinking. So that's kind of a thing. So I mean, yeah, it's not, that big a deal.
I want y'all's opinions on this. Email me at areyoufoodforcoffee@gmail.com.
We're going to agree to disagree. Okay, white people should not use any variation of racial slurs at karaoke.
Please.
The song, you know what, in Paris, that's it for you. Friends in Paris.
Friends. Buddies, pals.
But see, that's what happens
amigos.
When you love the culture without knowing the history.
Yes.
Because another friend of mine who has kids still in school was telling me that now white kids will say the N-word as how black kids use it as a term of affection.
Endearment. And I'm not with it.
We're not down for it.
I'm not.
So that's a no-go for you.
Yes.
Under any circumstances.
Yes.
Just saying.
Yes.
For y'all
just
listening.
Bleep it. Just bleep.
Yeah.
Bleep like you used to bleep curse words in front of your parents. Yeah.
After high school, you're not allowed to be a birthday diva. I agree with that.
Girl, please. Even in high school, some of y'all need to get together.
That's just not me. But I know a lot of people that have big old parties and I mean, they go there. That's so not me, and I don't get it.
This is my only pass. This is not the cut. This is just Natasha, take it or leave it. If you have just survived like cancer, something big where you didn't know you was going to hit that birthday. Seriously?
Now I can. That's true.
Now you get one, okay?
Right.
So if you were 74 and then you beat cancer, your 75th can be as ratchet, blow it out. But now when you hit 76, calm down.
Yes. Totally agree.
That's my one pass because I have known people
that went through a life-changing
thing, and then I do believe that they really appreciate that. But
I get that.
Yeah,
I get
but
that.
No,
but
I'm
the
with
rest
you.
of y'all,
after high school, some of
y'all ain't done a damn thing. But we have
chairs and tiaras.
Yes. Stop. If you bring food or drink to a party, you can't take it home with you. It's a house gift. It stays. Stop doing that. Get your dish, get your Tupperware, your Pyrex, your whatever, but leave the stuff there.
Y'all listen.
Country folks.
I just grew up so country. I will grab my dish and my husband is like, put it back. Well, and I'm like, well, no, babe,
take the dish because I know.
No, I mean with the content.
Okay.
And Cedric is like,
find a Tupperware.
Cedric's team, we will come back for our dish. And I'm like, why? I'm going to eat that for lunch tomorrow. He's like, no, you're not.
You're going to leave it.
I'm going to leave it.
Okay.
The things you learn.
If you like them, text people within 3 hours of hanging out with them. This is you date, people, y'all.
If you went on a date.
I guess. Well. Maybe it's not a date, or it could be. It could be either way. Let's say it could be a date, but it could also just be a social situation where you meet somebody and you're getting to know them and you're hanging out, and I guess you decide you like them. You've got 3 hours to text them and
say what?
I guess say you like them, or just you're putting feelers out. Like, I do like you. So if you don't hear from the person in 3 hours, like it's a no-go.
Listen, we're just gonna pray me and Cedric live together till we about 100. So if I just had a good time with you, I'm supposed to text you and say, hey, I just had a good time with you.
That's what they're saying. No, I don't know. That's what they're saying. If you're Gen Z, X, Y, whatever, let us know. We don't understand that, but okay.
Y'all see my face.
Don't buy a gift off registry.
What?
But money is always the perfect gift.
Oh, off registry. Yeah. Meaning you don't just pick something out and say, yes, please, don't do it.
You love blue and white, so you going to get them some blue. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
If you got to do that, just give them some cash. Give them a gift card. Yes.
Just cash. Yes. Okay. Concerning work, it's okay to email, text, or DM anyone at any hour. People are responsible for which flashing lights and noises they let into their lives. I know, that's so funny. That's true.
I get, you know what, but that does
I do some of my best work in the,
yes.
Y'all, I had brides. I would be sending pins and things too in the middle of the night. They say, Miss Brookins, stop.
I'm like, well, baby,
look, I'm up.
Yes.
And I'm not trying to get you up, but I got to send it when I can.
While it's fresh.
Yeah. So adjust your phone.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Don't zoom in from the Palace of Versailles or your yacht. If you got it like that, find you a plain white wall.
Or I tell you what, blur the damn background. You go right up there to the top right. It says settings. It says background. Hit blur the background. That's what you do.
So we don't want to see your ranch, your, whatever.
F you.
Yes.
Don't do that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a real dick move.
That's a good one. Okay. There are 3 things never to gossip about at work. Someone crying, someone getting yelled at, a private phone call you overheard.
Absolutely.
Yes. That is good advice because we know people that have not done that.
Yes.
Okay. If you're a boss and you see your employees in the wild, greet them warmly but briskly. Say hi, keep it moving. They're not trying to talk. Right.
I didn't even want to see you because it's my day off.
Right. And it's iffy about but I mean, they saw you, so you kind of can't not speak, but speak and then keep it going. Saw someone shoplifting? No, you didn't.
Girl, what?
Ditto for jumping the turnstile. Don't get in that. I think that's true. Especially, y'all, we live in Texas where everybody's got a gun.
That's true.
Keep your mouth shut. Mind your business.
So listen. So we're at Home Goods. It's a Home Goods that's like half TJ Maxx, half Home Goods, which I hate those. I like just the Home Good. So I'm looking over, and she was kind of standoffish to me, which is what made me notice her being rude. And I looked down, and I'm like, if you don't take these stolen ass shoes off, girl, she had the shoes with the tags kind of tucked on the side and the little anti-theft thing just hanging out. So we're paying for our stuff, and they are returning stuff. They're like returning stuff that I have no doubt they stole. They're returning it, and she's just about to walk out in these stolen shoes with her rude self. So there's a young manager, a young black girl. She had braids, and you could tell they were freshly done. And black one. One thing we're gonna compliment. Girl, I love your hair. So my husband's looking at me. He's like, shaking his head. He ain't gonna get involved. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love your hair. She's like, oh, thank you. I was like, did you just get it done? So she has to step closer. Baby, that little lady over there is stealing them shoes. Look at her feet. I love you. You be blessed now. Be blessed. Walked my black ass right out of the store. So we're sitting in the car because my husband is like, I cannot believe you just rent a cop this place. I said, she's not going to be rude and steal and return stuff. This is too much. So we waited in our car like crazies to watch her walk out. And he was like, yep, she got them old busted shoes. She ain't making it. So I guess, guys, that's not proper etiquette. but it was
the cut is trying to keep you alive.
They are, because in Texas, that could have went.
It could have went all kind of sideways.
And by the way, guys, was shoplifting with her child.
Yeah.
Girl, had the child involved.
But even the people at the stores, legally, you're not allowed to do a lot.
No, you're not. So
just
on that day, they made her take them shoes off.
Karma's gonna get your ass. That's all we got to know about that. Oh my God. Okay, be clear about the type of party you're hosting. Especially with kids. Are you feeding them? Is a mom supposed to stay? Are siblings welcome? Is this a no gift party? But even when it's a kid's party, it says no gifts, bring a gift.
Yes.
Okay.
Lisa's teaching me, guys.
Okay. Don't ever message someone K, just a letter K.
Oh my gosh.
Means fuck you to Gen Z.
Did
you know that?
That's basically what you're saying.
Why?
That's so rude.
Okay. Why is that? Just because it's so short?
So curt. Like, Just don't even respond at all. If you're
Okay.
K, like,
okay, I didn't know
someone pours
that.
out their soul to you, K.
Yeah, but I don't get those
me.
kind of texts, I guess.
That
But,
angers
okay. Ask before sending a super graphic pic.
Please.
This is just
this is not safe for work.
This is not baby boomer stuff, but yeah.
Oh yeah, right.
Let's see. Hot gossip goes only in voice memo. Never text. That type of gossip. Texts are far too easy to screenshot. You don't want to trace it back to you.
What, girl? What? So the same generation that won't call me will send me a voice memo.
Well, if it's hot gossip, if it's something, titillating, I guess. That's what they're saying. I don't know. Okay.
They confuse me.
If you like something your friend is doing, promote it online.
Yes.
But by the same token, don't harass your friends to promote your stuff online.
Yes. That's fair.
Yeah. That's
like, share, follow.
Yes. Find your signature sign off and stick with it. All the best. Lots of love. Hugs and kisses.
Okay.
Find your jam and just stick with that. If you can't find one, consider as always as one, which is a good one. That fits everything.
That does kind of fit everything.
You have to get consent to post a conversation with a friend.
Yes.
Yeah, don't do that.
Please don't do that. That's so tacky.
Don't post rest in peace for celebrities.
Oh my God. These people be posting like they knew them.
Like you
when
knew
Betty
them.
White died, I'm like, none of you have ever met Betty.
We love Betty, but
we loved her. But
yeah.
I mean, just you were the biggest part of my childhood.
With the crying emojis.
First off, if I die, don't post no damn dove and don't post no crying emoji.
Right.
If you know me, you know. Don't.
Why are we talking about it online? Let's start with that. Like, is that really? Do we need to do that?
Is this necessary?
This was fun.
This is fun.
Okay, so that's all, that wasn't all. There's more, so y'all can get online
and we now know
and
that
you can look at them.
Pass the test, and I'm not doing so great on.
I was pretty. I think I did kind of.
I'm not
pass
voice
it,
memoing a damn thing.
But I was really shocked at some of them.
Like which one? What shocked you?
Well, I guess it was things that. A lot of the texting and that kind of thing. Because see, we didn't do that.
What was the one you told me? Text before you.
That's my dog, Kennedy. Book Club Kennedy is like, you need an appointment to call me.
I love Ken's book club.
What?
But it's true.
She was like, don't just be calling. No, she didn't tell me because she knows if I call, you better pick up the damn phone. But she's saying for everybody else, she needs an appointment. Don't just be randomly calling her. Text her, are you going to be free at such and such a time for me to call? So weird.
Yeah.
So I didn't get any of that. Up next, our picks for the sexiest man alive this week. But first, a message from our sponsor.
During hard times, it can get really difficult if you don't have anyone to talk to. Being alone with your thoughts can be an isolating feeling that can allow negativity to consume you.
This is why we are sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to.
There is a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's 20,000 plus therapist network that gives you access to help that may not be available in your area. You just fill out a questionnaire to help assess your specific needs, and then you get matched with the therapist in under 48 hours.
Then you schedule secure video and phone sessions. Plus, you can exchange unlimited messages, and everything you share is completely confidential. You can request a new therapist at no additional charge anytime.
Join the 2 million plus people who have taken charge of their mental health with an experienced BetterHelp therapist. So many people use BetterHelp that they are currently recruiting additional therapists in all 50 states.
Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/free-for-coffee. That's betterhelp.com/free-for-coffee. Who do you have?
Okay. Has nothing to do with bad etiquette. Let me say that since, being on par.
That's hard to have a category of sexiest man and best etiquette.
Right, like best
I can't
etiquette.
even think of anybody that would fit that.
I don't know these folks. But I picked Jonathan Majors. He's cute.
He's having a moment.
He's in everything, but he's in Creed 3.
With Michael
so that
B.
means
Jordan.
That's going to be a lot of sexy in one.
Yeah, and shirtless sexy.
Fighting shirtless sexy.
Yeah, sweaty.
And just like that, I know what I'm going to be watching soon.
Okay, I'm going to pick, I think I've picked him before, but here we go again. Ashton Kutcher.
Yes.
He was so dreamy. And if y'all have seen him in the new Netflix rom-com with Reese Witherspoon, Your Place or Mine, he's just a cutie. He's aging so well. He just looks good.
And I love like his relationship with his twin. Like that sucked me in. I like him.
He's sweet.
I like him.
Sweet guy.
I do like him a lot. Now, with him and Reese Witherspoon, I have to see this. You know, they had like a red carpet moment. And Mila emailed and was like, "You look so awkward. Fix it. It's a love story."
Like he didn't want to like be too huggy.
And his wife is like, "Fix it."
I appreciate that though.
Yeah,
like he was trying to be appropriate.
I know. I was like, he's doing a good job.
And in fairness, like we talked about this in another episode. The movie. They're rarely together.
You told me.
I mean, it wasn't like they'd been up on each other a lot.
It didn't seem like it was that kind of lovey-dovey.
It's not. They have like one little
sheets.
in your arms kissing, and that's kind of it. And they did show like a flashback when they had sex, but it was a very mild, still kissing.
Yeah, way back in the day.
Way back, and not even PG-13. Just very mild.
It just tickled me that she emailed and was like, "Look more lovey." It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't that.
Okay, loves. Thank you for pulling up a chair and joining us for coffee. Please subscribe to Are You Free for Coffee podcast wherever you're listening. We hope that you enjoyed today's episode and find joy in the little things. Until next time.
Part of the Boundless Audio Podcast Network.